Hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I am, of course, a potato. I mean, Certic. How are we doing today, folks? Mrs. Sick is again not immediately with us, but this time has basically no excuse. She's watching the end of something, and she's like, Sick, I know what time it is. I'm just watching the end of this thing. The thing has got 16 minutes left on it. Typical. Anyway, like I said, how are we doing today, folks? As you have no doubt noticed, again, the video is not out, this week's video. I was good this time. I was a good boy, and I got the video done within a reasonable amount of time, and it has spent the entire goddamn last 24 hours in YouTube prison. So I'm waiting for that to be sorted out. Slightly annoyed. And here she is. Was it worth it? Was it the best ending of anything ever? Oh, that's the other side windows, I assume.
What was worth what?
Missing out on the very start of this. Was it worth it for your show? What are you even watching?
It was Before I Wake. It's a horror film.
Oh, is it a film, not a show?
It's one that I've been meaning to watch for ages.
Is it good?
It's alright.
Well, so yeah, definitely totally worth.
A lot of it was just jump scares. Like, the concept was alright. I don't know, I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. I'm planning to watch it. But yeah, the concept of it was pretty good. It's just the horror aspects of it was a bit shit, 'cause it was all just jump scares. There was no atmosphere. It was boring.
Or a bloogie woogie woo. Right, so totally worth skipping out on the opening of this. That's fine.
It was alright.
So have you learnt the entirety of the German language yet?
No.
Ugh, fails. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna need my glasses. I can't read anything.
The reason for the name of this stream is because pretty much every single time Mrs. Sick practices one of her German phrases at me, I repeat it back to her, ending it with Kartoffel, which means potato, for those of you who don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Probably get told off. Kartoffel or some shit like that. I don't know. Don't really care. But yeah, she's been practicing. She's like a master of the language now.
Ich über mein Deutsch.
Ich über my Kartoffel. And for some reason, it always makes a laugh. I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got a nice dickhead neighbour. All the windows are shut. We thought the windows might be open, but no, that's just so noisy. It's coming straight through for us.
Every summer.
Yes. Is it one of those little stupid diddy bikes?
It's that stupid tiny petrol-powered one that they decide to drive on the grass.
Oh, Christ. I completely forgot about that last year.
Yeah, it's happened for the last 3 years.
And
it's
caltrops.
It's always in the evening.
Caltrops.
Gun.
No. Unless it's a paintball gun, that'd be pretty hilarious. No, we do not condone the shooting of dickheads on stupid little motorbikes, as annoying as they are. Nabensick.
I know a little bit of what that says.
Pretty sure it's nonsense. Pretty sure it's just moon speak. I would ignore it if I were you. How about landmines? Oh.
Ooh.
It'd be good to have a sort of landmine that scared the shit out of people but didn't actually harm them. So something that could arguably called a prank.
Yeah, I've started to learn German because I needed a hobby, but I needed something that would be able to keep my interest as well as I'd be able to practice it. And because I have the German friends, it helps.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time I'm looking at it and going, I have no idea like how to put this or construct it. Is this right? And having German friends helps.
Adam did a super chat. I don't know.
God is something. God something something. There you go.
Awesome.
That's how limited my German is.
God is God, but not real. Should have started learning Japanese and become a weeb. She already is a weeb.
Oh God, the grammar in German is just very confusing.
See, that's why you need. God damn it! You only need one phrase in any language ever, and that's to slowly and condescendingly say, "Do you speak English?"
What I struggle with the most is trying to figure out what gender the words are, and also what is really annoying is how like certain words will change to a completely different word, like letters and everything completely changes in a different context, and I'm like, and it only works in a certain context, otherwise it doesn't work right. Like one of them was what is it? Ich komme aus England, and it's I come out of England, and I was like, that can't be right. That doesn't sound right. Maybe is it from instead? So you put von instead of aus.
Right.
And I was like, so it says I come from England rather than I come out of England. And I asked Cookie about it. Oh, Cookie went, no, it's not like that. It's just out. It's you come out of England. I'm like, that just sounds so weird.
Straight out of England.
Basically.
Yeah. Claymores that use BBs, that is not a bad idea.
Oh.
I think we'd still get into trouble for that, though. But probably not quite as much trouble as an actual landmine.
But, I like the idea. How about a megaphone? Every time they go past, just scream incredibly loud.
Just make the noise back at them.
It's communicating with us. It's a communicate.
Why are you doing that? It's really annoying. Oh, is it? Twat. Okay, I was lured into the stream by my inner alt-right seeing German and hoping that it was this clan stream. What does the stream title mean? It means I am a potato. I thought Oberly was saying, "Oh, it's I'm from England." Just tell someone that it's you. If you ever meet a German person, just say "Ich bin ein Kartoffel." I do want to teach people that. What was it? Oh, the one about the face to tell to people as a pickup line.
Oh, I can't remember if it's rice or reese now. Ich. Is it? Oh no, meine gestreckt ist. Meine gestreckt ist Kaffleffel. I can't remember. I'll let my my best friend Google help me out with this one.
Yeah. Basically, I wanted her to...
Learning new... It's the thing that to keep the word in my head, I have to repeat it like 40 times in order to actually remember it.
Basically, the phrase is supposed to be, I have a face like a baggy vagina.
It's not.
Or a saggy vagina or something like that.
The German people in the chat will get this.
Okay. Oh, I'm not sure if that's a great idea.
Mein Gesicht ist eine klaffende Vagina.
There you go.
And that was?
My face is a gaping vagina.
Ah, there we go. Close enough. It's a very, very good sentence to pull chicks.
What the fuck?
So tell your friends.
And you got to do it in a seductive voice just add to the effect of it.
Do it in as sexy as voice as you can. I'm dying. No, I do understand German. I know what you mean. The grammar is not easy. I haven't even tried.
I'm slowly picking it up. It's just more than anything. It's just a memory game of just remembering how the words are and which order.
It's just a memory game.
And in which context. And then
it's just a memory game where you learn an entire language.
And then the pronunciation of the things as well, because I'm trying to get the pronunciation right. And I sat there and kept saying, ich spreche, like 50 times, and I'm like, I can't do this. This does not sound right at all. And going, ich spreche, over and over and over. And I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking
Ich
sick.
spreche
I'm
is love. Ich spreche is life.
I'm just sick of the sound of my own voice.
Oh, I get that feeling. Guten Sprag. I have no idea about German except great-great-grandpa is from there. I don't know what a sprag is, unless you're trying to say Guten Tag.
Oh, the ich. I tried. I did ich like 100 times, and like I spent the entire day walking around the house saying it over and over and over.
I imagine that a lot of people pronounce it as itch or
ich.
ich.
Yeah. Or ich.
Ich.
Yeah.
I think I got my pronunciation of that from Al Murray.
Well, when I was in school, my German teacher, she told us to say ich, because even though she said it differently, she's like, it's easier for you to say it this way and then pick it up how you're supposed to say it later. And I just thought, now I'm trying to relearn German. I just think that's wrong. I think you should try and pronounce it right the first time, rather than trying to learn the language and then get the pronunciation right.
Could learn Old English is pretty much English with German grammar. I mean, old English is just like however they felt like spelling the words, until someone came up with the idea for a dictionary where everything was sort of
like, this is how it's supposed to be spelled.
Yeah, like everything was just like, I think some of Shakespeare's scripts are like that. Take my money before my flight takes off.
Thank you.
Quick, give me more so that the flight won't be as heavy and you won't crash.
Yeah, the different dialects and stuff. But I'm trying to pronounce it with like rolling the R's. Like I just doesn't work at all. And like Cookie said, it's fine because she doesn't roll her R's and she's German. And I was like, yeah, but I'm trying to say it right.
Just practice by saying skrat.
I know that I can do it because I trill at the cat all the time. To the cat all the time.
Skrat.
Yeah, it says, and it's trying to do it in a context of a word. And it's just, a lot of the time my voice doesn't work. It just comes out as before the rest of the word.
Whiskey? I hear whiskey. You do hear whiskey in a glass.
That's a good ear. Well done.
I mean, it's a glass, there's ice in it. It's probably whiskey. Who would even roll R's?
Yeah, Kirk is amazing at it. I like it when he says one of the longest German words, which is a title.
Right.
And it's one of the longest ones, and it's just a meaningless, mundane title that doesn't really mean anything. It's just he proper goes for it when he says it. It's really good.
When I was a kid, we spoke English, Tex-Mex, and German. But due to the Tex-Mex influence, I rolled my R's like you do speaking Spanish rather than the way Germans do. Or
Yeah,
like you do, not like you do.
I think it's a lot more subtle in Spanish than it is German. Germans tend to do it in the beginning of the words usually.
You'll be even more mad. There's pop in the whiskey too, because I wanted a tall drink. I usually have a tall drink. If I'm drinking, I usually have a tall drink. If I'm just enjoying some sipping whiskey, is usually when I'm not trying to get a buzz on. I don't enjoy that as much.
One of the ones that I keep doing is I just keep coming out with random phrases that don't actually mean anything because they're just out of nowhere. Like, können Sie bitte es langsamer sprechen? Which is
Kartoffel.
Which is, can you speak slowly, please?
You should just put potato in. Can you speak potato, please?
Ich bin Kartoffel sprechen.
To be fair, me ending every German thing with Kartoffel is probably an improvement to ending everything with Entagen. Because that was my go-to how to speak German. You just speak in English and then finish the last word with Entagen.
Rolling your R's is also good for the ladies' sake. I put it down to like the reason I
Really?
can't. Reason
I don't roll my arse with my fucking lips. I don't know. I maybe that would help.
I think the only reason I do it is because of when I've always had cats and I've always tried to mimic them.
Or
so
am
I
I
think
thinking of something
that's
else?
the only reason I go.
Cat.
She's staring at something.
She's staring. There's probably like a giant spider in the kitchen making a cup of tea. That's the sort of face she's making.
Kartoffel has an emphasis on the O.
Kartoffel.
Jesus, you scared the shit out of me.
Is that correct? Kartoffel. Kartoffel. But you must not be good with your tongue. I'm very good with my tongue. Thank you very much. Haven't had a complaint.
You are tongue-tied, though.
Yes, I'm tongue-tied.
I like sticking my tongue out really far because you can't do it.
I can
but then you bend your fingers back and I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
I'll flick you in the face. Shut up. I think I learned from mimicking cats purr too. Yeah. Well, it's trilling, not purring. Cheers, guys, for the stream. Need a bit of cheering up. Oh, God, don't be here then.
You're welcome.
Find something good. Oh, my fingers are cracking like mad.
Yeah, I'm at the moment. I'm just a lot of YouTube and a lot of just repeating sentences. There's learn German while you sleep bollocks, and I was like, why don't I just listen to it while I'm awake? So I started doing that to learn German.
Why didn't you try it while you were asleep?
And then Cookie introduced me to some German gaming channels that I could watch, and I picked up some words from that. And I'm more using it as so I can learn the pronunciation of things better.
Mm.
But it's helped a little bit, but it's really difficult. And one that's definitely helped is listening to German music, and I've learned a lot of pronunciation through that, because singing, like if you can sing the word in German, it's easy to say it.
Right.
I don't know. I found it easier. But yeah, I wanted a hobby, and so I decided to learn a language instead, because everything else bored the shit out of me.
Next hobby is getting your camera work chops up.
All right, I thought you were gonna be weird and say like labia piercings or something.
Oh fuck no! Never understood genital piercing. Fucking bizarre idea. It only ever just ruins your bits because they always get infected, especially when you put it anywhere like that.
Listening to German while you sleep sounds like good night. A lot of the comments were like, "Don't understand. Woke up speaking Chinese," and then other ones is like, "I woke up saying 99999 over and over."
Yeah. So German gaming channels often have very good pronunciation, so it's easy to listen to. Try Gronk.
Yeah, that's the one that Cookie recommended. He's very funny, actually. And he's bearded and burly, so that helps.
How many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows? Love you guys. Keep me going. This is the last of my money for the weekend. Well, you shouldn't fucking spend it. I guess it is the end of the weekend, so if it's just for the weekend, that's fine then. Nine. Oh, that reminds me. Cookie, the friend, she has a habit of going, oh no.
Oh, she don't do it anymore because we kept taking the piss out of her. She just stopped doing it.
Oh, that's sad. Why would you keep You should have just been like,
we're supposed to take the piss out of her. Why? What else are we supposed to do?
No.
Oh no. And then, oh, 9.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh 9. Fantastic. You know a girl is German when she screams her age in bed?
What?
Is that like a thing? I see you're a potato. Thank you. I see you're a man of great potato. Fam got fat cancer. 1 week left, you make me laugh. Oh shit.
Wow, that's dark, dude.
I mean,
fingers crossed they have longer.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck. Oh, all right. Let's try and think of other things. I have a fear of super strong magnets, so I have no piercings. Also, I think I needed a little bit of metal in me. I'd be born pierced. Same with tats. I mean, to me, tattoos, like, I'm more okay with piercings. Like, I have my ear pierced, although I haven't actually put anything in it in ages. Mostly because I took it out to, like, clean one day and then never put it away, never put it back in, and it's just like, whatever. But I did want to get the top of my opposite ear pierced.
The cartilage.
Like I've got the bottom. I've got my left one pierced normally, and I wanted to get the other ones done. I never got round to it. It's relatively expensive, and I'm not one of those people. Like, people took the piss out of me for not having a dickhead with a hot needle stick it through. Like, yeah, because I'm not retarded. I'm not gonna get.
Better to do it. Using the needle is better. It's less likely to break the cartilage.
Right.
If you use a gun, it's basically just a punch.
No. I'm talking about the one that I've already got done.
Oh, right.
Through the ear. I don't know about the tops. If that is how you're supposed to do tops,
it's better if you're going to do it on cartilage. They say on flesh, it's a lot easier, especially if you flesh, especially earlobes, because your earlobes move around a lot. Guns tend to work just better just for the sake of it, but you're less likely to get infection if you have a needle.
Can you pierce a tooth? Fucking hell,
yes,
Harry.
you can with a drill. I've seen people have their 2 front teeth pierced.
Oh god, that makes me fucking cringe.
It's really bad.
Oh, there's so many that are like someone. We had a friend who had the top of their nose done. I didn't understand that one. And neither of us have any tattoos. You wanted them for ages.
I wanted tattoos for a while, but
you want them on and off.
I was very aware, like, if I was going to get something, I had to love it. Because I don't see the point. This is just me personally, because I know some people don't care. But I wanted a tattoo that I felt like was going to be a reasonably good meaning to me. Because I'm like, what if it's going to be on my skin? I want it to have some sort of addition to my personality. And I just,
funnily enough,
nothing ever stuck long enough. And I was like, fine, I'll have my kids' names. When I have kids, I'll have my kids' names.
And then it turned out you didn't them.
And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want my kids' names on me now. And what's the point? They're there.
Eye piercing. Fuck me. I mean, you can get an eye tattoo, which is just the stupidest. Don't fuck with your eyes. Do not. For fuck's sake.
Get your liver pierced.
Liver pierced. Get your lungs pierced. I think that's just called getting shot. I want to get a lost tattoo on my back. Fuck's sake. Some dude's ramming you. Is that loss? No, I'm done. I have a semicolon behind my ear. Google meaning. Okay.
Yeah, say that.
Dialects is flach.
Okay. That's when there's an I, it's pronounced E.
D. And
then if there's an E at end, it's pronounced A.
Oh my god, I don't care.
Die Erde ist flach.
The earth is flat.
There you go.
Right. Good job. I saw a Kickstarter for a beard piercing. Actually, I've been meaning to get beard hoops because my beard is so fucking big now. I really need to start doing some stuff with it.
I was looking at this thing. If you get elastic bands and so it gets it taut. Apparently, if your beard hairs are taut, they grow longer.
Right.
So if you want a really big beard, you can.
I don't care that much.
It's because this guy wanted a beard and he can't grow a beard that well, so he started putting elastic bands on and ended up getting quite a long one.
No, I've never had much of a problem growing a beard. It's one of those things that people are like, oh, how long did that take you? And I was like, oh, I shaved this morning. I mean, it's not literally that bad, but fucking hell, my beard comes in really, really quickly.
Getting your lungs pierced will be the forever sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You connect your beard to your hair, so people get famous for that. I'll get like a windmill in my, what's the meme? I have a windmill in my beard. Your argument is invalid.
Yeah.
If I wanted a full beard, I would need to tattoo it. Damn nature.
Or you can get testosterone injections.
I mean, tattoo it.
The more male hormones you have, the more likely you grow hair.
Right. What's that got to do with tattooing a beard?
Then you wouldn't have to tattoo the beard because you could just grow one.
I think the joke. I think tattooing a beard is a joke. I mean, I could be wrong.
What, you mean like that guy from Smash Mouth?
I think tattooing a beard.
beard.
I think tattooing a beard is like dyeing it or some shit. I have 5 tattoos. They are admittedly addicting. You use the term addicting.
My sister, my sister got one to so it was like just writing down the side, and after that she got that was it. She's got them all over now, and she's wanting more, and she's just riddled with them. But it's just her, like, they don't make sense. They're very random. Like, she's got roses on her shoulder, which are really well done. They're beautiful. But then she's got she's like a butterfly pinprick type one on her leg, and it's just like they're very different styles. And because I'm design minded, it just doesn't look right. Because
she looked like a terrible website.
She looks like a doodle book. That's what she looks like, and it's just like it doesn't go. And my design brain doesn't like it.
Fucking hell, Ken. Who tried to stab you? I hope you gave him a slap. Yeah, so tattoos, piercings, nothing. You've got your lip pierced.
Yeah, I got my lip pierced, but I've wanted that since I was like 13. And I saw someone on Kerrang TV have it with the lip on. I was like, oh, I want that.
I wanted the singer from Disturbed, David Draymond. There's little spikes that come out of his bottom lip, and I wanted that for ages, but I just didn't want to fucking put holes in my face where liquid could just like pour out of me.
It doesn't really.
So I ended up growing a soul patch at first. I started off with a really long one that went like a not a chin strap, that's from ear to ear. It just went down my face, and my mum hated that. That was good fun. And then I shaved off the bottom bit, and it looked a lot better as a proper soul patch. Somewhere in North Europe, there was a trend where they got the front section of their bottom jaw removed above the chin and replaced it with a glass window so you could see their bottom
Yeah,
teeth.
I've seen those.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, proper serious body modification shit. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
You don't like injury to the face or hands, do you?
No. I remember this one guy, and it was, I can't remember the show, but it was like making people look more stylish. And they had like a heavy body modifying guy on, and he had a metal plate that was attached to his skull in a line with screw holes so he could screw things onto the top of his head. He usually had like a set of spikes. Fucking hell, he looked ridiculous. Yeah. And someone starts a fight with you, all they have to do is get a good hold of that, and you're fucked.
Well, like one of the, I didn't know them personally, but one of my friends had a friend who had the ribbons on the back like a corset.
Yeah.
And she had like, I think she had like 8 rings all the way down, like sets of 4.
Yeah.
And she put ribbon through the back of it, and some chavs came up and ripped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she got like a lot of her flesh kind of torn off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the other thing. You can't trust fucking human beings. They're terrible. There will be one who thinks it's fucking hilarious to mutilate you because they're fucking psychopaths. Ah. People can't tell from my appearance whether I'm a goodie or a baddie, but they generally leave me be. Yeah. Well, I'm a fairly gigantic, although not as tall as some people. Fucking Kurt.
Kirby's 6'5", I think.
I'm 6'3" and broad, and fucking it baffles me how often people start fights with me, and like I could clearly destroy them.
It's little man syndrome. It has to be, because it's
I
the
don't
only
know.
thing I can think of.
Still the worst
Because
one.
you are a really strong person as well.
I don't get it, and I always just tell them to fuck off. I have absolutely zero interest in fighting strangers, and apparently, is 6'3" in metric? No, it's in fucking imperial. I don't know why.
American speak.
No, it's English. We started it. Imperial is fucking English as fuck. But
I tend to work in it. Lots of people like work in kilograms and stuff, and like, oh, it's more accurate. I don't give a shit.
I use both. It's very strange, England, that we actually use both in a lot of different ways. You know, people have a go at America for using mostly metric, mostly imperial, but English are the fucking worst. We use both all the goddamn time. Like everything is measured in centimeters and millimeters.
Oh my god! I had my lip pierced, but in my case, I was 4 years old and got close to a nail not hammered in properly.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, that's fucking horrendous. I remember someone getting an earring ripped out during PE at school, and that was fucking horrendous enough. Blood everywhere. Yeah. We use inches for genitals. Yeah, and I don't know why.
You should use feet like a normal person.
Yeah. I mean, if you're less than 2 foot long, this is like, what's wrong with your genitals, especially the vagina?
When I was younger, I was 6 foot and about 320, and a guy tried to start a fight with me. I shoved him into the ground, and he sat on his back. Like you tend to like. You're a pacifist when it comes to that type of thing. You don't really fight, but you're like a brick wall, and people try and hit you, and you just most of the time you do not react.
Every time, I haven't punched someone in fucking forever because I'm terrified that I'm just going to kill someone.
You are very strong, yeah.
So the last few fights that I can recall, actually, where it got physical, I was just punched repeatedly. And eventually those people were just taken away by my friends because people like me for some fucking reason and get the shit kicked out of them. And I don't have to do anything. I don't know. So sick as Saitama. I mean, hardly, but...
You're getting there with your hair, though.
Yeah, I just avoid... Fuck you.
Took you with it.
Yeah, I've never been into fighting. I'm very much just one punch knight. I just don't see the point. And I just don't understand people who... And it's a lot of it to me is just I expect to be treated the way I treat other people, which is I don't fucking start fights with them. I don't start fights. It amazes me. That's the one that amazes me completely, is that they always cut... Every single time they seem to consider themselves so fucking superior to me. You're the one starting fights with strangers for no fucking reason. You're mental. Fuck off. The worst ones is when it's in front of the kids. Like, there's never been a physical altercation, but that's where I am reasonably certain I wouldn't stop until that person stopped moving. Because if someone did anything
like I usually just
violent,
it hasn't happened in a long time because it doesn't really happen to women that often. But the last time it happened to me was in school. But I just ignore people because in school, if somebody even slightly wound me up in a tiny way, I would go fucking nuts because I had a really short temper, and people like to take advantage of that. But as I got older, I learned my temper a lot better. So. I just don't really get in that mode that much. But when we were out and the kids were with us, I could feel the adrenaline going through me. And I was like, if they make any type of move towards my kids, that's all I kept thinking. And I was like, Yeah, and he was like Mother Tiger mode.
Yeah, it's very scary actually.
Like, I'm not a fighty person. I used to be that way, and I hated that I reacted that way.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when I was on my own and people started fighting me, you know, like I'm in a pub. The fights that actually got physical were in a building, and I tried to move away from the person. They just fucking follow me around because they're fucking mental and whatever. But you know, out in public, people used to start fights with me. I would just walk away from them. It was like, fuck off. I've no interest in you. But when you've got a little kid with little kid legs, and you've got to think about protecting them and all this, fucking hell, it's incredibly stressful. And as someone who, as some of you will know, suffers from pretty severe anxiety, that is I fucking hate it. And I hate people who have done that to me. Like, I've seen some of them around, and I just think, like, I've seen one of them walking down the street in front of me, and I'm like, I could just grab the back of their head and slam them into the ground. No one would fucking know, and that person would no longer be a problem to society. You don't fucking do that, but Jesus Christ. I don't tend to hold grudges. I'm not a grudgy person. I usually blame myself when it comes to altercations. But when it's come anywhere near the kids, I fucking hate those people. I don't think hate is a useful emotion, and I can't stop. I think it is just that pure protectionism of a parent. Fucking no. Do not fuck with me. Do not fuck with my kids in the same place, you fucking morons. What's up?
No, I'm reading.
Why?
I'm learning German.
All right. I avoid getting into fights because I have no self-regulation once someone actually pushes it that far. Last time I actually fought, the dude spent 2 days in hospital. Yeah, like...
Someone said I'm waiting for...
Die potato. Die potato.
Okay, I've learned a new word.
What, die?
No, stribe.
Stribe.
Stribe means die. Stribe!
Stribe. Kartoffel. Kartoffel. Sorry. I'd sooner run than fight, but if my back is up against the wall, then I'll use my good knee. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. How to deal with someone who's trying to, like, stab you with a knife or something. Never, ever, ever, unless you are trained in certain martial arts, do not go, oh, I once saw a guy and he said, oh, you pivot on one leg and then you pin them down. You will never pull off that move if you've tried it any less than about 1,000 times in a row. You will not be able to do that. You will die. What you do is, if you can just run away, just run away. And if they're between you and an exit, then you just fucking push them down and get past them.
My sister did karate when she was younger, and she got to, what is it now? It was like purple white stripe belt or something before she had to give up because of the colitis. And yeah, and like when me and her used to play fight, before that, I used to overpower her very easily. And because I'm built a lot bigger than she is, she's very petite, and I just pin her down or anything. I had a lot more physical strength than she did. As soon as she started learning karate, it was amazing how strong she was, because she knew how to hold her muscles a lot better. And she used to do this thing where she'd put my hand behind my back, like, really easily. And she'd like force my whole body to turn so she could put my arm behind my back, and she used to just do it so quick. And I was really impressed by it. She tried to teach me it, but I just couldn't master it very well.
Did she just do it to you at random to be an asshole?
No. If we were play fighting, and if I tried to, like, strength her, like, which was my go-to move with her because she's so small, I used to just. And she used to do it back to me, and it used to fucking hurt.
Brave Sick ran away. I mean, I don't run, but I will happily walk away from any fight. I have no fucking interest.
If someone pulls a knife out, you pull out your 44 Magnum and blow them away. That's a bit excessive, but I suppose...
Funnily enough, I don't have a 44 Magnum. But yeah, I'd generally rather not just smart as a sick run away. Yeah, like just put your. If someone's trying to kill you, if someone wants to kill you, they have a much higher percentage chance of killing you than you do of killing them, because you probably don't want to kill them.
I mean, did we watch this thing about self-defense? And they were saying, like, if your opponent is a lot taller than you, like, it says the only real solution is for you to run away. Because, there's certain moves he was saying, like quick defensive moves you can use if necessary. But he said, but if your opponent is like significantly like a foot taller than you, he said it's pointless because you can't get.
Usually they just have a lot more reach than you.
They have a lot more reach, and they also like you trying to do a certain move on them won't work because their arms are a lot longer and stuff. So and by the time that you get to a certain position, they already know what you're doing, so they can react. So it's a lot harder. So the best thing you do if your opponent's taller, you just run away, or you scream and run away.
I mean, I have got a good scream.
Oh God, you scream better than I do. I can't go as high.
Flapping my hands in the air.
For such a manly bloke, you have a very high-pitched squeal.
Just Rochambeau them done. Oh, is it Rochambeau?
Rochambeau, yeah.
I'll Rochambeau you for it. Kick. What if they are quadriplegic? I mean, if a quadriplegic comes at me with a knife, I'd probably freak out even more because that is a determined motherfucker.
Every single person who's wanted to kill me, I've killed them first. Well, I think they wanted to kill me. Wow. Milkman Dad. He's a sociopath.
And he's a milkman.
Like the idea of a sociopathic milkman.
He's just walking up to a thing and someone raises their hand to wave at him. I thought he was casting a spell on me, so I stabbed him in the throat. Milkman Dad. My uncle's solution to everything was just if you get into a fight with someone, with a bloke, you kick them in the nuts as hard as you can. And if they don't fall down, just run like fuck. And this dude is bigger than I am. Never scream help, yeah, or fire. Yeah, people are more likely to want to watch fire than actually help during an assault. Yeah. He's raw, proceeds to scream like a girl. I like that.
I run over people with my milk truck daily.
Yeah, you just drive on the pavement.
Most people didn't try anything to me because I'm like a foot taller than most people in this town. And my normal facial look is basically on the lines of, I'll tie you down and have some fun.
I just imagine a very big smile.
That's the thing, like, you walk around with a menacing smile, no one will go near you.
Well, that's one piece.
Other one as well, if you get into a fight, get naked, because people freak out.
Because immediately take off all your clothes. I just first throw down them. It was in a video game. It has to work in real life. That's just science. The other one is if you don't want anyone to fuck with you while you're walking around somewhere that you're unfamiliar with, talk to yourself and do little twitches because no one wants to fuck with crazy.
Laughing to yourself, man. As well, yeah.
I'm 1.88 meters tall. That's just an incorrect. I carry a gun because I'm too much of a wimp to fight. I mean, I don't carry a gun because I can't. Proximity mines in the milk jars you leave on people's doorsteps. I like the idea that you're just armed with proximity mines. So it starts a fight with you. You start laying down some mines in front of you. Like, come on then. You fucking started, mate. You attach one to them.
It's okay, Gary Zan. I know I'm very short.
Who told you, Harry? Yeah, I mean, if you're going to kill someone, milk bottle mines are about the way. I work with the Los Santos Police Department. That's all I know of LSPD. someone tries to mug you with a knife, just pull out a fork and thank the Lord for the meal. Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for this meal you have blessed me with. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
That's pretty good, that one.
Well, oh, yeah, I saw it on Reddit. You're part of Los Santos Police Department. You remind me of Mrs. Six's dad, who, after playing GTA San Andreas,
Oh, God.
he wouldn't stop telling everyone that he was OG.
Yeah, and then when
I'm
he was
OG, me.
when he was driving around, he was like, "Did you buy your license?"
Did you buy your license? That is a good one. Oh, I'm only violent with my Xbox controller. One of my biggest regrets in my life was getting so fucking angry at Soul Blade or Soul Edge, if you're American, on the PlayStation 1, because the last boss of the arcade mode was a cheap little fucker. And I was shit at that game as a child. And I got so angry at it that I punched it right between the analog sticks and bent both of them. So my controller was basically disabled. I mean, no one used the analog sticks on the PS1 anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I was still really angry at myself for that. Fucking ridiculous. Which is worse, knives or standing on Legos and you aren't wearing any shoes? I got one better. Standing on a Lego when you have plantar fibers on the bottom of your feet. Those
What about Legos that have knives on them?
knifey Legos. I'm pretty sure that Lego is sharper than any known knife. Like, basically, if you had a knife made out of sharpened Legos, it could probably cut through reality. You just like swing it, and then the fucking multiverse would open up and suck you through and destroy everything. There are Lego knives, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Lego knife. Knife Lego, the ultimate Lego. Knife Lego for kids.
Du bist eine Kartoffel, das ist sehr gut.
Yeah.
Today in supermarket, you were saying wie geht's, and you went sehr Kartoffel.
So Lego knife is like a Minecraft nether portal. Essentially, but you don't need obsidian, and it could cut through obsidian easily. Is that an idiot on a bike I hear? Yes. Probably a complete fucking idiot. I mean, they seem to be doing it on the road now when they used to do it directly outside our window. So we would literally get petrol fumes coming into our house during the summer. And obviously, it's so fucking hot. Oh, God. I don't understand how people are so fucking selfish. Like, I will never comprehend being that sort of selfish. It blows my fucking mind. I think this year, if they start doing it regularly, I'm going to start. Maybe we can start spitballing ideas for how to get revenge or how to ruin their fun, whilst not getting into any legal trouble. That seems like a very good use for these. Like,
oh shit! I stepped on my son's Lego in the middle of the night, and Jesus, I woke everyone up. They thought I was killed.
It's almost as bad. It's not. I imagine it's not as much of an issue in America, but in the UK, our plugs can face up with 3 pins sticking out of them, and the longest one is about an inch long. Fucking hell, standing on one of those.
I know a horror story of that.
Properly standing on one of them, I assume.
Yeah, someone jumped on one of them.
Oh my God.
And the plug went through their heel.
Oh, don't. Oh, that's fucking grim.
Yeah.
Oh. What's your opposition to loud noise and noxious fumes? They're great. Yeah, I'm sure you love a milkman, Dan. I'm sure you fucking figured out how to poison your fuel in your milk truck.
That's the sound in his head when he's killing people.
I love one of my favorite descriptions for how scooters sound is, I think it was Lee Evans, so they often sound like they don't want to be out. They're like, ah! Stepping on Legos and plugs. Watch TGF Bro stepping on Lego. Oh my god, that sounds fucking horrific. That's I don't know if it's been done, but that would be just like the final chapter. Although I genuinely don't keep up with the Saw franchise, so maybe it's at its final chapter. But the ultimate trap. It's just a room filled with Lego and you're barefoot. Oh god. I think that would be a worse thing to walk across than hot coals. What about hot Lego?
Yeah, true. Most people who learn karate, it's a defensive thing. They're not meant to.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, the instructors tell you, if you can run away, run away.
Yeah. Never assume that a person who wants to do you harm will stop just because you've got a clever move up your sleeve. If someone wants to do you harm, you put as much distance between yourself and them as possible. Hot Lego would be soft and painless. Not if it was made out of metal.
There's always loud noises in my head and inhaling fumes right now. I've got the kids for the weekend. Oh.
Basically, squeeze any fish and basically
Right, not my kids.
Oh, okay. This is a solution to the little mini moto. Squeeze basically any fish and pour it down the tightest spot on a scooter and wait a few days after, and it will smell like hell. The user will probably be discouraged from sawing wood.
Unfortunately, the only time they ever have it is when they're on it.
Yeah.
It's not like they leave it anywhere. They take it into their house because it's so tiny.
It would need some way of.
That's why I want to go with the megaphone idea.
I like the idea of some sort of laser rifle that just pops a hole through their head. Or I guess the bike. I mean, whatever, murder, destruction of property, one of those is worse than the other, right? Although I'd quite like the mini moto for myself, I'll be quite honest. I'd then be the person pissing everybody off. Brilliant.
The army taught us if someone came at us to kill us, we better be ready to kill them if we choose to fight. Well, yeah. It's the army.
Yeah.
You tend to be in worse situations than street fights.
Yeah.
Was it show buddy? Because someone who practiced.
I don't. We're missing part of that conversation, so I don't know. Hot plastic hurts like hell. I've caught myself on my 3D printer's hot end by accident.
God, it'd stick to you as well.
Well, yeah, hot, melted, scalding hot plastic would be fucking horrific.
The thing is, when you try and wipe it, all it does is smear it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Put Limburger cheese on the manifold. I really don't think I'm going to be able to get close enough. This needs to be something that I can do without being seen doing it, I think. When people who don't know better than me have me for a dinner party, have a good sprinkling of Legos around their house, I'm usually not invited back, and I only do it to people without kids.
You just leave them in very weird. I like the idea you get a handful of Legos and you just go over to someone's house and lay them in random places, like next to the toilet and stuff.
Why don't you just walk in, you knock on someone's door, and then toss it over their shoulder, and then just walk away? So if they miss one of those. A long, thin string of metal thread across the street to deal with the scooter. I think that's to deal with the rider. And what is it?
Put mayonnaise in a fuel tank.
Oh my god. Yes, folks, remember r/Sick. It is the most worthwhile Reddit to go on. We are closing in on the hour mark, so we'll probably start winding up now. Again, video is done, uploaded in YouTube Prison. I'll have a quick check. and see if they're not being complete pricks.
In my house, it's green plastic army men. We step on all them all the time. Oh, little bayonets in your heels.
Oof! Fuck that noise. Yeah, so that's probably going to come out tomorrow. Because YouTube is YouTube and YouTube is the worst.
I'm glad I live in Denmark. They're round. They are round and can't lay on the floor with the pins up.
What?
The plugs.
Oh, I thought you meant Lego. I was like, how does that work? Yeah, still under review.
I asked my joy instructor why we run so much. I had to do a 5K run and shoot at distances up to 300 meters. Couldn't hit shit at 50 meters. Lesson was to keep distance.
Yeah, I mean, if someone's shooting at you, regardless of how far away you are, they're gonna at least try not to get hit.
Thank you, Fred. You too.
Oh, yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, so video will come out soon. Gonna start once we've got one more big sort of household payment that I don't know how much it is yet to sort out, and then I'm going to acquire a camera for Mrs. Sick. She's going to practice
Ludes. Yeah.
and maybe filmography in general, and then we're going to start finally doing some more live action stuff that isn't just me filming stupid shit like what I did for this week's video, which you'll enjoy. Other than that, wait, what? I live in an abandoned toy store at the moment, so when I'm going for a dump in the corner, I step on the old Lego. See, I thought, oh, abandoned toy store, that sounds amazing, and then he's like, yeah, but I shit in the corner, so it's probably a little bit more dreary than that.
So no ketchup on the table again.
Maybe you should get a drone and mod it to drop paintballs on the annoying biker. I mean, I'd rather drop some sort of actual ordnance that exploded, but you know.
What, Molotovs?
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. Or just plain what's that shit? Napalm.
Speaking of live action, how's the baby water bottle doing?
Dead. I removed all of its insides and then I threw it in a bin. That's how you deal with all babies. What? We need Milkman Dan to deal with the bikers. Shit, I hadn't even thought of that. That's such a good idea. We'll just look out the window one day. They'll be driving down the street, just smashed, completely flat by a milk truck.
It's milk balls being thrown at people.
Reported to the water social services. What are they going to do? They're just going to come around. I'll just dump them in the sink as well. Throw the bodies away. It's fine. Murderer. Yeah. And send many water bottles as you want to fight me.
Thank you, Dawnbringer.
So yeah. Oh, my eyes are killing me. Probably gonna say good night now.
Good night.
And we will catch you next week. Hope you all have a terrific week. The week after this will be the school holidays for the kids, so I don't know if that will have any impact on anything, but we will let you know at the time. But yeah, thanks for coming, and we will catch you in the next one.